Now, among Trump's other announcements is a massive investment in artificial intelligence. The new president said cloud giant Oracle, ChatGPT maker OpenAI, and Japanese technology company Softbank will form a new joint venture.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately.
And from our business desk, we have Cassandra Sunt with the very latest here. $500 billion of investment. That's a huge number. What do you think we can expect from these investments?
So it's $500 billion total, but $100 billion in the next year. And these three players, really what we know about this is that it's going to be data centers. But let's break down these companies a little bit. OpenAI, that's a company that some folks might have heard of already. They're responsible for ChatGPT, this generative artificial intelligence product. Folks might have used this, in fact, to help maybe plan vacations or meal plans, that kind of a thing. It's very user-friendly. Oracle is a massive software maker. In 2020, they were the third largest software company in the world. And they're also really known for data centers. And both of those companies are based out of the United States, but Softbank is a Japanese company, but they've got some very deep pockets. And they're known for investing in artificial intelligence companies, software companies, and also automation companies. So those are the players that we have right now. And really, this is about data centers. Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, said that 10 data centers are already under construction as part of this project in Texas.
Now, if I understand correctly, a big part of this joint venture is coming together against China, right?
Yeah, that's right. This is really preemptive. So thinking about some of the hottest technology that we have at the moment outside of artificial intelligence, smartphones and solar panels, China's a major manufacturer of those products, and it leaves countries like the US or blocs like the EU playing defense, putting up tariffs against even electric vehicles, for example. So instead of waiting for China to get a dominant position and then having to play defense, this is really going on offense. So right now, this is not just about geopolitical pride either and being a leader in these fields, but it's also about attracting more money. This $500 billion figure that we've seen so far, that's just these three companies. But in a white paper that came out earlier this month, OpenAI said that they're expecting there's another $175 billion floating around, waiting to attach itself to other artificial intelligence projects. So there's hope that if you build it, they will come, so to speak, that if you seed the ground a bit, make it more attractive, that this will attract more money, more investment to the United States in these kinds of projects.
And what kind of results do you think we can expect to see here? I mean, can this investment significantly advance U.S. capabilities when it comes to artificial intelligence?
This is a lot of freaking money. That's the only way I can say it. In the 5 years leading up through 2023, the U.S. was a leader in attracting AI investment, but that was a mere, in comparison to this, just under $330 billion. So now we're talking about, just from these three companies, $500 billion. So this is
a whole different order of scale.
Exactly. This is a lot of money. So it's designed to help attract more funds, the global funds that could be floating around right now. So Softbank is also not a company that is known for making bad bets. So there's a hope from these three CEOs that if they are seen as going all in on this kind of technology, that it will attract other investors, maybe small-time investors. But even as this announcement comes, this is something I found interesting and wanted to note, that President Trump on Monday, at the same time, signed a reversal on an executive order from former President Joe Biden. That EO came from 2023, and it was designed to make sure that AI was monitored and safe. So at the same time we're seeing this big investment, we're also seeing a reversal of some of this monitoring rules.
That's a really crucial point to raise. Now, we also have to say an announcement is one thing, obviously. You get all the theatrics behind it, but actually breaking the ground, hiring workers, spending that money is quite another thing, isn't it? Do you think that this is all locked in at this point?
In a word, no. This is a lot of money, but we'll have to see how much of this money actually gets spent. big industrial leaders standing next to presidents and making these declarations is nothing new, even for Mr. Trump. In 2017, he stood next to Foxconn and announced that there was going to be a big project coming to Wisconsin in the United States. But that didn't really come to pass. It was announced at the time that it would be $10 billion. A much smaller fraction of money was actually what was spent, and 13,000 jobs turned into about 1,000 jobs. So we'll have to see what happens. But the underlying point here is that 10 data centers are already under construction. So we'll have to see what happens.
Cassandra, thank you so much. That is DW's Cassandra Sunt with me here in the studio.